This means a little village in Spanish. In the 1700s, a lot of Spanish soldiers lived in the area. Then in the 1800s, a lot of German families moved here. And they kind of had a little community that developed. These restaurants that we just passed were actually some of their homes during that time.
La Villita.
At the base,
La
back
Villita.
behind them is the rest of the village. It's sort of an artisan community today. We have arts and craft shops, gift shops, restaurants, and even some art galleries back there. This is the Arna Center Theater. Did you see your little friend over here? Look, that's the Yellowstone night heron.
Oh yeah. Pretty. That's pretty and bird lovely.
Those birds are neat because they're big. But they live in the trees and sometimes they drop big stuff. So keep that in mind, okay? You can actually see some of their nests up here in these
Pretty.
trees. So
That's pretty over
be
there.
careful. Don't look up with your mouth open. Here on my right side, we're
No,
passing
la
the
boca cuando
Bristol
miras para
Western
arriba.
Art
Ahí donde
Museum.
uno.
It used to be a library between 1930 and 1968. Today it houses a lot of different artifacts and Western memorabilia, including Santana's sword and also Pancho Villa's black stone saddle.
Wow.
Right after this bridge, we're going to be passing a small heart-shaped island. That's how that's its name. It's called Marriage Island. Legend says if you get married here that it's good luck. Actually, a few of the guys I work with, they've been married here 6 times each. If you look on the back side, you could see this iron sculpture that's placed here. It has some hands on there, kind of diamond shaped. This is called Father Massoni's Chivo, and it's put here on the island to commemorate the first Catholic Mass held along the San Antonio River. It was on June 13th, 1691, and by the Catholic calendar, June 13th is the feast day of San Antonio. So that's how we got the name of the river, and then a little while later we got the name of our whole city. In this area, we used to have an old grist mill crossing. If you had grain that you needed ground into flour, this was your destination. It was run by a gentleman named Nat Lewis, so the Nat Lewis grist mill. It was also a very popular river crossing at that time, just because here the water was so shallow and the bottom was flat and hard packed, so it was easy for wagons to come and pass over without spending a lot of time and energy unloading and reloading their cargo. So a lot of people wanted to come past right through here. Over on my left side, this building is the Tower Life building. If you look way up at the top, do you guys see those structures jutting out from the sides up there? Those are the gargoyles. So every time it rains heavily, they're supposed to spit out water from their mouths. Also, if you guys look right underneath this first ledge down here, do y'all see these bases? These are called grotesques. They're put on the building to ward off evil and also for good luck. The architecture style is called Neo-Gothic, and it first opened in 1929. Over on the other side, that building with the glass windows is the Homewood Suites. It used to be the San Antonio Drug Company from 1919 till 1963. Today it houses the Hilton property, so it's a good example of adaptive use of a historic building. They didn't just let it waste away, they turned it into that hotel. This next one is the International Center. It was our former main library between 1968 and 1988. Today it's trade offices between the United States, Mexico, and Canada. It's also our Convention and Visitors Bureau. Straight ahead of us, that red building up there is the Bexar County Courthouse. Now it opened in 1896, and it's one of the oldest and largest continuously operating courthouses in the city. If you guys want a good picture of the Tower Life building, just look back behind us. You can pretty much see the entire building from here. It kind of looks like a big ship, right? Now, if you use your imagination, you could hear it honking. Just kidding, that was me. So now we're going